Hey ladies, it's Barbara and I am your menopause drama mama. Um, Boy, the weather lately. We have been having issues with the barometric pressure dropping, and it just seems like it is happening a lot, and especially every single week. Big pressure drops. And I have been suffering from a lot of headaches, migraines, a lot of sinus pressure. I've been a bit dizzy sometimes, and I wanted to, figure this out because it's making my life hell pretty much every week. Because when I get a bad headache, I just can't get anything done. So I looked into it, and absolutely, when the barometric pressure drops, if you're prone to migraines or headaches, you get one. And when the outdoor pressure is dropping, what happens is the inside of our sinuses and everything inside the skull cannot adjust quick enough to that air pressure dropping, and it triggers a freaking headache. Um, One of the main nerves, which is here's a picture of it, is the trigeminal nerve, and it's located here, which is extremely sensitive to the barometric pressure. And so when that drops, the barometric pressure, this trigeminal nerve, which is a major pathway to migraines, it triggers it, and it is extremely sensitive to barometric pressure dropping. So what happens is you'll get, the throbbing pain in your head and around your eye, your temple, and sometimes it may just get cause jaw discomfort, and you may become, sensitive to light and sound. Um, Also, with the barometric pressure dropping, what happens is inside the brain, it causes those brain vascular vessels to either contract or constrict. And boom, that causes a headache. Also, now that we've lost estrogen, that triggers it also because when we had a lot of estrogen in our body, we were able that estrogen was able to stabilize our pain. And now, with it being pretty much gone after your postmenopause years, we become more reactive to weather changing. And when that happens, we receive more pain in our body from the lack of having estrogen when the weather changes. Also, when the blood or when the air pressure drops, we can have inner ear imbalance, which is what I've noticed recently. I've been feeling dizzy. I'll be cooking dinner. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, I am not feeling well at all. Um, and it can happen usually a few times a day for me where I'm just feeling off and I'm feeling dizzy. And, I'm just like, oh, I hope this goes away soon because, again, it affects my daily lifestyle. Also, when the weather changes, it increases our histamine and inflammatory chemicals in our body, which swells tissues. It also increases the nerve sensitivity, and it intensifies our migraine pain. Um, we notice it more just because of the loss of estrogen, and men, don't have that type of effect on their bodies like we do. So, and this happens mostly to women over the age of 40. Um, so, the most common symptoms then from when air pressure drops is you'll have either temple or forehead pain. You will have sinus pressure, and it will not be from an infection, it's just from the barometric pressure dropping. You can have neck and shoulders tightness, which I get, a lot during the winter months here. Also, you can be sensitive to light. You will have more fatigue or brain fog, and you could have a migraine without that aura going on. Because sometimes, like, if I get a migraine, I will know beforehand because I will have flashing of light. I can see out of the corner of my eye. But there are some things you can do. I will put a list right here of some of the things you can do to help with, before the barometric pressure drops. So you would probably have to pay attention more during um, your weather when they come on, or the meteorologist comes on to find out if your barometric pressure is going to be dropping soon. So you can be more well aware. So here are some steps anyway. Hydrate before the storm, which, like I said, tomorrow the barometric pressure is supposed to drop. So today I am hydrating. I'm drinking my element right now in my big old cup here. I want to stay hydrated before tomorrow with the pressure dropping. Magnesium glycinate take. Now, today I took 2 magnesium L-threonate, and that one helps with crossing your blood brain barrier. So I took 2 of those today, this morning so far. And of course, tonight I will take my magnesium glycinate as always. Also, get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Be in bed by a certain time. Like for me, it's 9 p.m. And then I usually am up by 4:30 in the morning. And that's without an alarm. That's just my animals saying, get up now. Um, Also, the next thing you can do is use warm compress around your neck. I have one of those microwave neck things, so I just heat it up in my microwave and I'll place it around my neck. Reduce your caffeine swings. So instead of having, more caffeine at night, try and have tea without caffeine. And that's a good way to, kind of calm down your nervous system before bed also. And what else? There was something else that I know that you could do. I'm trying to remember. Um, oh, take more of like your omega 3s for anti-inflammatory support. You want to get those in your body. So omega 3s, turmeric and ginger root are really good. But your turmeric you want to have with some black pepper so it can penetrate into the system. Ginger tea. Now I have a ginger turmeric tea, so I'm going to drink that this evening before I go to bed. Also, what else can you do? I would, you can do some acupressure. That's another thing. So you can press between your thumb and index finger, and you want to do that probably between 30 and 60 seconds. And you can also do the base of the skull pressing, and also between the eyebrows. So you would want to do pressing those points for at least 30 to 60 seconds. Also, you can uh, try and sleep in a cooler room, especially during the summer, but right now it's winter, so it's definitely cooler in our bedroom. I keep our temperature thermostat at like 65 at night, so that's a good way um, to help when the barometric pressure is dropping outside. And what else? I can't think of anything else right now. You can keep a migraine journal, but I would actually watch more for barometric pressure outside and then write it down to see if you end up getting a bad headache from the barometric pressure. And then I would follow the barometric pressure just in advance so that way, you can try and ward off having a really bad headache. So, anyway, ladies, if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. the video and hit that subscribe bell. Remember, subscribing to my channel doesn't cost anything. You just get to listen to information that can help you in your menopause years. So, ladies, we cannot go over it, we cannot go under menopause, but we can thrive through it together. Okay, I love you. Tons of good vibrations coming your way, and I hope you are off to a great start for your day. Okay, ladies, I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye. Mwah.